What's up, everybody? We are back with another live stream, and ultimately, we have a lot more to talk about today than we usually do, which is great. I actually prefer to not have to talk about, whether it be, random stuff about Yamamoto, just kind of like speculating. We actually get to talk about the second meeting. We actually get to talk about stuff that matters. We actually get to talk about things that, quite honestly, are entertaining. We get to talk about the Verdugo rumor, not the Verdugo rumor, excuse me, the Verdugo press conference and all that stuff. So, it's just myself for tonight. But, with that being said, let's get started looking at the chat. Tyler says, yo, MLB Channel says, yo, how sure are we feeling today? I'm feeling pretty tall today, man. I'm feeling pretty good in the height department. It looks like, I'm not going to lie, I was a little spooked by that Shohei Ohtani, Yoshino Yamamoto report at SoFi Stadium. It looks like that will not be coming to fruition. So, I'm happy about that, obviously. I mean, I want Yoshino Yamamoto and I want him on this team. So, ideally, the Los Angeles Dodgers don't have their top player and, probably the most influential player in baseball going out and taking him to a Rams game. So that's not happening, which is great. But with that being said, look, I'm really excited to get into today's episode or live stream, excuse me. We're going to be going roughly an hour. Usually solo streams end up being an hour. Duo streams end up being 2, just for the sake of getting to talk about different things. And, end of the day, probably going to be able to get through more questions in 1 hour than we would in 2 hours with 2 people, because with 2 people, there are more conversations, but that's a different conversation for a different day. But let's get through the chat here. Patrick Sinclair goes, what's up, Ryan? Patrick, I hope you're having a good day. CWE goes, salute to you, my friend. I hope you're having a good night as well. LI Yankee King is in the house, guys. We have LI Yankee King here. The king of Yankee Twitter. He's here talking with us tonight. I hope you're doing well, my man. Yamamoto will be a Yank, man. Ryan, Jack, my guy, dude. It feels like it's inevitable, right? It feels like this is going to end up happening. I'm just tweeting out on my account to let everybody know to stop by. I have to shoot out promos. I should probably do them before streams. I'm not great at that, not going to lie. But with that being said, let's get back to the main point here. And I feel very confident about Yoshinobu Yamamoto and the New York Yankees. That second meeting, well, Aaron Boone was just kind of freely, openly talking about the details of that meeting. Now, granted, Dave Roberts did the same thing. Dave Roberts was very open about their meeting with Yoshinobu Yamamoto at Yankee Stadium, or excuse me, Dodger Stadium. But I do believe that there's a slight difference. That slight difference being the fact that they revealed that he gave him the number 18 jersey. I think that matters to me. That matters to me because I think the Yankees want to get pantsed publicly. And you get pantsed publicly by saying, hey, we gave him the number 18 jersey, and then you have him not come over to the New York Yankees. And I see your follow-up comment here, and I 100% agree here. They talk about him like they talked about Juan Soto, and that's the big thing here. They're talking about him in a manner in which they are utterly confident that this guy is going to be a New York Yankee. I'm not sitting here and saying that, the Yankees are going to go out and they're 100% signing this guy. But what I am talking about and what I am saying, what I am implying here is that we're going to see, I think the Yankees have the best odds to sign Yamamoto out of any team in baseball. I'm not saying it's the Yankees versus the field or the Yankees over the field, which means, better than a 50% chance. But what I would say is that, the Yankees have better odds, I think, than the Dodgers and Mets at this point in time. And as for the other contenders, not even going to think about the Red Sox, not even going to think about the Phillies, not going to think. I mean, the Giants, I'll put them as that 4th team in there, but it feels like a 3-team race. But with that being said, I feel good about this, man. I really do. Dodgers the next Blue Jays. False reporting will screw them. I don't know if it'll screw them, but it's certainly you definitely feel good when it comes out that there's not going to be that game or he's not going to be at that game. So yeah, I feel better about it. So there's that. Spaceball journalism's been in the gutter this offseason. Yeah, Anashe, by the way, great follow on Twitter. If you guys are not following him on Twitter, great dude, very smart guy as well. I think that the issue is just the race to be first. The race to be first has kind of ruined a lot of reporting. Now, I can't sit here and say being first isn't gratifying, because being first, when I write an article and I get it out, in 15 minutes after something drops, that's a great feeling. It's an incredible feeling. I'm going to be honest with you guys. But with that being said, I don't believe that, I don't believe that when you're talking about reporting, you should be, jumping the gun like that, especially when it comes to big news. And there's been a lot of guns being jumped here, to say the very least. So it's been bad. It really has been. Ethan Ahern goes, does Dominguez news by Boone mean he can play in spring training. I don't think that means he can play in spring training. I think it just means he might be able to start baseball activities around spring training or maybe towards the end of spring training. And, ultimately, I still expect him to miss, the first 2 months of the season at least. I don't know if that's going to change. He didn't really update us on the timetable. And I think that's one of those quotes where it's like the context of the quote isn't clear enough for me to sit here and say, oh, yeah, he'll be back for spring training. But with that being said, we'll have to wait and see. So, I definitely think it's an optimistic report given the situation that we have with Dominguez and kind of just the uncertainty about when he was going to come back. MT Doer goes, 10 goes, yo, what's up, bro? Hey, I hope you're having a good night, my man. I appreciate you stopping by. Andrew Dietzen, man. I can't pronounce last names, man. I'm sorry. Andrew goes, yo, I hope you're having a good night, Andrew. Yeah, they talk about him when they talk about Soto. Sam Thaler goes, what's wrong with these reporters this offseason, Ryan? They're all pissing me off. Again, as I mentioned earlier, it's just that race to be first. And that's unfortunately kind of ruined a lot of the honest reporting. Or, it's made it so that we're getting, it means that we're getting a situation in which, everybody's kind of reporting every minute detail, and that's resulting in a lot of confusion. So, yeah, it's definitely not the best for baseball. Dave Roberts knew Ohtani was coming. That's what he talked about the meeting. Boone must know something with Yamamoto. Again, I will press a little bit of a pause because I think Robert also talked about the Yamamoto meeting. So that's the only reason I'm not like fully bought in that's the green light to tell me that Yamamoto's going to be a Yankee. But him talking about the meeting certainly does give me some pause that the Yankees had a really, really, really good meeting. Nando39 goes, Yamamoto regifted the jersey Yankees gave him. To quote CW here, cope, my man. Just cope. Just cope, dude. Is what it is. Aaron Boone was pretty chill talking about Yamamoto. Yep, I agree. I think the chillness about it is certainly interesting. I'm really encouraged by the fact that we're going to be seeing a guy who, we see a guy in Aaron Boone who's just kind of nonchalant talking about it. So, yeah, like I really don't know. I really don't know whether this is is this the dagger? I don't know. But I'm at least encouraged, right? Like I'm at least encouraged. Ryan, imagine we sign Yamamoto and then the January international signing time, we sign Roki Sasaki. It would be awesome. I know that this is not going to happen, but this would be awesome. Like objectively, the Yankees would be in an incredible spot. And man, they would be in a really good spot. They would be a really, 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 really good spot going forward. And they would have an excellent, excellent, excellent rotation. And one that isn't going to cost very much either. Roki Sasaki would sign for the league minimum. They would have a rotation that's cheap, young, and probably one of the 2 or 3 best in baseball. I think this will be the rotation. Cole, Yamamoto, Rodon, Cortez Jr., Schmidt, and Warren. Do you agree? I love it. I think that makes a lot of sense. Looking at what the Yankees are going to probably do with Yamamoto, they're going to need to do some 6-man rotations from time to time. But with that being said, I think that the New York Yankees are going to have to, kind of be in a situation where they're running out 6-man rotations. They're kind of doing some bullpen games. I have an article coming out soon, so I'm not going to delve into this too much. But looking a little bit at some of the projected numbers, if the Yankees, let's say, brought back Keenan Middleton and they pitched Luis Gil for 3 innings and pitched Will Warren for 3 innings, that gives them a projected ERA for that game of 4.1 something, which is really good for a 5th starter or really good for a 6th starter. So I think the Yankees utilizing bullpen games will certainly help them and it will be to their advantage. I'm actually really excited to see how they manage their bullpen, how they manage, myriad of young arms they have that can go multiple innings. You have Will Warren, you have Clayton Beater, you have Luis Gil, you have Yoendrys Gomez. Those are 4 guys right there who are either on the 40-man roster or are expected to, in Will Warren's case, he's not on the 40-man roster, but he is expected to pitch next year at the major league level. Those are 4 guys who can either start or be relievers for you. And that type of versatility, that type of value is something that I think this team is sorely going to love. They're going to love that. They're going to love having that. They're going to love being in that position. I'm actually really excited to see how they navigate through that. So yeah, they have a lot of solid pitching and I'm really excited to see how they utilize them. Get Yamamoto, Montas, Stevenson, Hicks, A++ from me. I don't think they're going to get all 4 of those guys. I think you can see Yamamoto and maybe Stevenson. I think, you might get 2 of those guys, right? Or if you don't get Yamamoto, you might get 3 of them. You might get the other 3. That might be an outcome. I think Keenan Middleton makes a lot of sense here, right? I think Keenan Middleton's a low-cost guy. I think the production you're going to get is great. I'm really excited to see what he do for the Yankees. I loved what he did with the Yankees when he was here. The Yankees kind of made a few tweaks. He immediately got better. I don't think he's going to cost a lot. You could probably throw him out for 2 years. I think that getting a guy like Stevenson would be sick as hell as well. Like if you have, Yamamoto, Stevenson, Middleton as your rotation, as your like pitching staff upgrades, your pitching staff's gonna be really good. Now I do think they have the advantage again of having a lot of minor league talent at the AAA level, at the kind of like at the quadruple A level, I guess you would say, for guys who are like borderline major leaguers. They have the advantage of being able to go multiple innings. They have the advantage of, being guys who are familiar, being everyday starters. And so that kind of familiarity is certainly going to help them, going forward. Moving on a little bit, Dominguez will DH in AAA most of the year. I doubt it. I think the Yankees are only going to really even let him play a lot when he's ready to play the outfield. So that's why I view it. There's no really a reason to rush him back and let him DH the way you need to do so with which the way the Phillies did with Bryce Harper. So yeah, I don't really think that the Yankees are in a spot where they're going to be rushing Dominguez back. Probably don't see Dom till 2025. I disagree with that as well. I think that we're going to see him play with the organization. Maybe, I mean, I'm not sure if he's going to go out and make major league, get major league reps, but we're assuming two things. Number one, Giancarlo Stanton stays healthy all year. Number two, nobody underperforms. And that just feels a little crazy to say, all right? Like that feels like an insane thing to assume. That feels like kind of, overly optimistic. It's certainly ideal, but the ideal outcome is certainly not the one you always get. And I don't want to rely on the ideal outcome in this situation. So, moving on a little bit here. Dylan B. Pimenta. Oh, that's my guy here, Dylan. Ryan, still thankful for you coming on. Lots of thoughts and delivering great content. Happy holiday to you and yours. Same to you, my man. I hope you're doing well. It's been a while since we talked. So, I appreciate you reaching out, man. I hope you're doing well. And yeah, dude, happy holidays to yourself. And, hopefully, dude, deliver on the Yamamoto offseason. Again, thank you for stopping by, my man. I'll drop $700 for Yamamoto and Soto jerseys in a heartbeat. Imperial, Pats, Yanks, TK. I would do anything for Yamamoto and Soto, and I would certainly, give the Yankees the financial push they need, to say the very least, to feel the effects of having those guys on their team. With that being said, Aaron Boone wouldn't stop smiling at Yamamoto. Yep, it's a good sign. It's a good sign. Like I'm not going to sit here and say it's a bad sign. It is a good sign. Again, it's just a question of whether you're going to see, whether the Yankees are going to, have the top offer on the table and whether Yamamoto wants to be a Yankee, which I think he does. Moving on a little bit here. Schmidt to the bullpen and Montas fifth starter. At least I could totally see this as well. The Yankees are going to need to run 6 starters this year. They're going to need 6 starters at the minimum. They'll probably need 7, 8, or maybe even 9. You can't have too much starting pitching. And Schmidt, he's a guy who kind of struggled pitching deep into games. Not saying he can't develop that skill, but, I think that the number of pitchers who can go 5+ innings reliably just isn't high. Oh my God. The Giants have been told they're out of the bidding for Yoshinobu Yamamoto. The expectations will end up in LA or New York. Oh my God, folks. The Giants are out of it. The Giants are out of it. Let's fucking go. The Giants are out of it, folks. The Giants are out of it. Let's effing go. The Giants are out of it. Giants are out of it, out of the Yamamoto sweepstakes. That's crazy. That's insane. That is a huge bidder to fly off the board. So yeah. I'm just like the Fireside Yankees guys are going a little crazy right now. But yeah, no, that's huge for us. I think it's still down. I think it's personally down to the Yankees and the Dodgers. I think those are the 2 teams that he ends up with. But we'll wait and see. Like I could be wrong. I'm not discounting the Mets, but we shall wait and see. But with that being said, let's ride. Let's fucking ride, folks. I think Yamamoto might get 340 to 360 million. Not sure the Yankees go that high. My fear is, despite them pulling on stop, they might get outbid. I don't think it's going to that level. I don't think it's going to that level. Also, Sam has been on this train for like months. He's been saying this before the offseason even started. If you guys don't know Sam, obviously our TikTok guy, on the pods, was on the live yesterday. This is our guy. Again, shout out our TikTok, shout out our socials. You guys should follow all of those. But he was saying, like, look, the Giants just don't fucking get anybody. They don't. They just don't get anybody. They do not. They will never. They're not getting dudes. Like, they're not getting those top of the line kind of players. I didn't really see them as like the most serious suitors for Yamamoto. I thought it was, again, still felt it was the New York teams and the Dodgers, but expectation is he'll end up in Los Angeles or New York. So that's huge. We'll wait and see how that kind of goes from there. But yeah, going back to one of these, a really good question here. Did you watch a Verdugo conference? This is from Richard C, by the way. He's in a lot of our streams. So Richard, I appreciate you, my man. I feel like AV is going to overperform. So I wasn't just, watching it. I was actually in the Zoom call, which, I want to, again, thank the Yankee organization. I want to thank them for giving us that opportunity, continuing to give us those opportunities to stop by in those Zoom meetings. But one thing I want to sit here and say is that Verdugo press conference was definitely more interesting than most press conferences. He was an honest guy, right? Like, he was just super honest. He was, super, super forthcoming. He was just, he just said whatever he wanted, right? Like, he just said whatever the hell he wanted to say. And I respect it, right? Like, I've never been a Alex Verdugo fan is a little bit like much. I've never been one. I don't anticipate ever becoming one. But yeah, like, my internet is being weird too. So, the Giants are clearly hacking me. But with that being said, hey, call cap on it. You can call cap on it. I can't, I don't know how to prove it. I don't know how to necessarily prove it, but, Luke, promise you this. I was in the Zoom meeting, not trying to like flex on people or anything like that. I'm just saying that I did actually watch it because I was in the Zoom meeting. It was a fun meeting. And obviously, Alex Verdugo, just an honest dude. Just very much like, yeah, it's good to have a manager who has my back. Just like throws subtle shots at, Alex Cora. Talks about how, like, Bloom was basically the guy who took the fall and he was the scapegoat. He just, like, the dude, like, man, he was just honest. And I appreciate it. I appreciate honesty. It gives us more to talk about. So, yeah, I do think this is a guy who's going to overperform on social media, not on social media, for the Yankees. I think that the quality of contact is something he talked about improving. I thought that was really cool. He talked a lot about, the situation with, the contact rates. He felt like his bat to ball skills, that's one of his best skills. But, at the end of the day, I really liked him talking about, like, hey, sometimes contact isn't always good, but when it's soft contact, he just said a lot of good things. And sometimes saying good things, it doesn't really mean anything in terms of on-field performance, but it does give you a little bit of confidence, especially for a team and especially for a player that, especially for a team and for a player that, look, Alex Verdugo, he said it himself, like, it's going to be awkward, right? Like, it's going to be awkward. It's going to be awkward. Like, it's going to be a little weird for some fans who don't like Verdugo or didn't like Verdugo. It's going to be a little weird going from the Red Sox to Yankees rivalry. He was just honest. Like, I just respect, I know I'm hampering that point. He was just honest, and I really respect the shit out of that. Favorite Yamamoto fallback. I like Imanaga in free agency and Burns in the trade market. I am going to hammer the point home of I don't think the Yankees are going to trade for Corbin Burns, but Matt Curry Sports, I do think he would obviously be the next best pitcher you could get, and I love the fit of Corbin Burns in the Yankees. Bulldog, ace, pitches deep into games, great stuff, all that, whole 9 yards. I think we're talking about, adjusting for the price. I think Shane Bieber's probably the one who makes more sense. I don't think he even costs much, and I think he could be pretty good. But, end of the day, if you ask me, like, I personally think Corbin Burns would be the best fit. That's how I view it. He would be the best fit. So that's my answer to that question. With that being said, moving on a little bit here, thoughts on possibly signing Jock Peterson. This is from Jack Egan, by the way. Jack, I hope I pronounced your last name right. Let me know if I didn't. I remember you were high on him in the past, and I think you'd be a great fit. High walk rate, high hard hit rates, and a lot of upside in Yankee Stadium, in my honest opinion. So here's my opinion on it. And Sam and I kind of talked about this, on our most recent live stream yesterday. We discussed kind of where the Yankees were at in terms of, like, they had interest in Soler, or they were linked to Soler. Not sure how relevant that was, or not sure how legitimate that was. But what we do know is that, the Yankees kind of don't have room for a DH. And as much as I think Jock Peterson would be an epic fit, like, you think of him in the middle of that lineup, you think about him at Yankee Stadium, you think about him, at a lower cost, providing what you need, which is right hand, a guy who can hit right-handed pitching. He does all that for you. The pearls, the swag, everything is good for Jock Peterson and for his fit with the New York Yankees, except the defensive positioning. And he's another slow, defenseless kind of guy. I don't know if you can fit him on your roster. I would love the fit. If the Yankees are willing to do it, I'm down for that. But I don't think the Yankees are going to be willing to do that. So, yeah. And to kind of peel here, Jajan, and kind of answer your question as well, I don't think it's happening. It's not happening. That's definitely not happening. Moving on a little bit here. The big question is Verdugo favorite music, the Insane Clown Posse. Look, Alex Verdugo is going to have to earn himself a lot of favors. He's not going to earn himself a lot of favors to start his tenure in New York, but I think that he'll eventually do so. We'll have to wait and see. That's the way I'll view it. Moving on a little bit here. Let's look. I wouldn't hate Bieber. Just feel like his arm is a ticking time bomb. I agree. Like, I think there is a risk there. I say this under the pretense that he doesn't cost a lot of money to sign, or a lot of money, a lot of trade capital. If he does, I'm good on that. But yeah, like I don't really feel like, Shane Bieber is the safest pick. I just think he's a realistic, like, low cost option that the Yankees could go to and still pivot for some other, for some other like high caliber, pitching guys and some guys who can fill in at the top of your rotation. I think Bieber's more than capable of it, but yeah, the injury is definitely concerning. What do you think the plans are with Pereira? Seems like he's in an odd spot, right? And could get demoted to AAA to maybe develop his hit tool a bit. Yeah, I think he's starting out in AAA, and I think that's fine. Think of it like this, right? When things inevitably, when guys get hurt, when guys slump, when guys aren't showing up, and when you need somebody to come in and play left field a little bit for you, it's gonna be Emerson Pereira instead of like Franchi Cordero, or instead of Jake Bowers. No disrespect to Jake Bowers, but he's not an outfielder. I really do think that it's somebody. I really do think that this is somebody, who has a lot of talent and who the Yankees are still going to covet. Maybe they trade him, maybe they keep him, who knows? But I personally think that it's going to end up being, a guy who is going to start out in AAA and have an opportunity to kind of earn his way back into a spot if the Yankees need it. Moving on a little bit here. So we're all collectively getting our popcorn ready for Jack Curry tonight. Absolutely. Do I think a decision is going to happen tonight? Fuck no. Right? Like, absolutely not. Not happening. I don't think a decision's happening tonight. If it does, we are going live again. Like, I don't care. If I'm being so serious, he could sign at 1 a.m. I'll go live. But with that being said, look, the hot stove's gonna be burning hot, right? Like, Jack Curry is our life is on the line here with Jack Curry. So we'll wait and see there. But yeah, moving on a little bit here. Let's see. Yeah. Oh, Aiden Davila, who's in, every single one of our streams. Aiden, we appreciate you stopping by, my man. Yankees will sign Yamamoto. He does not want to be in the shadow of Shohei Ohtani. He does not want the Red Sox or Mets. He wants a major city. The spotlight's in the Bronx. So he'll be the Yankee at the end of the day. I definitely emphasize the way you said it because I fucking love this comment. I love this reply. We need to go out and get Yoshinobu Yamamoto. And Yoshinobu Yamamoto should probably want to be a New York Yankee. I think this is going to be a guy who is going to be allured by the pinstripes, who's going to be allured by everything that comes with being a New York Yankee. I'm sorry. I fucking need it. I need this guy to be in pinstripes. I need this. I need this in my life. And honestly, and look, I want your guys' opinion on this in the chat, right? Like, I want you guys to kind of give me your take on this. It's about victory laps at this point. I need to go out and talk my shit. I need to go out and talk my shit immediately. I need to be able to go out and talk my shit right now. Like, I need to talk my shit. That needs to occur immediately. I need to be able to go out there and dunk on people. I like dunking on people. And I love dunking on people. I love it. I love dunking on people. I love it. Like, I absolutely love it. That's the way I view it, right? Like, that's the way I view it. It's the way I view it. At the end of the day, like, it is what it is, right? Like, I need this ASAP right now. Like, I need him. Let's take shots when Yama announces. I cannot admit to this. I cannot say that I'm going to take shots when Yamamoto signs. I am legally 19 years old. Legally as in there's like an illegal age, but I am 19 years old, so I can't do that, unfortunately. But take one for me. Richard, take one for me, buddy. Please. I appreciate you, bud. You're my guy. My fucking guy. Thoughts on the official Bobby Malone offseason plan? Bobby Malone, this might be the first time I said Bobby Malone on a live stream in a while. Bobby Malone needs to be a name drop in every live stream. End of the day, I think that he is, I personally think Bobby Malone, look, I'm not always going to agree with Bobby Malone. I do think he loves the Yankees. He's a guy who, he talks a lot about the Yankees. He's a guy who I have respect for. I have respect for Bobby Malone. Is what it is. You know what I mean? That's it's a guy who, cares about the Yankees and talks about the Yankees all the time. So, I have a lot of respect for him. I have a lot of respect for, the fact that he's kind of always tapped in with what's going on with the Yankees, at least talking about them and, staying, caught up with the news. So is he always right? No. Am I always right? Also no. So, I'm not going to sit here and dunk on him for that. But yeah, a lot of respect for Bobby Malone and his offseason plan. Dude, I'm going to assume that his offseason plan is the best offseason plan. Mike Rocky, 4-5-7-8 goes decision coming soon. I think it'll be tomorrow or the night after, personally. With that being said, logically, any pitcher will be in the shadow of Ohtani. If Yamamoto's looking for the spotlight, which we know he is, there's one perfect team, and that is the New York Yankees, baby. Nelson Velasquez, Yankee. Nelson Velasquez is a barrel king. Shout out Yankees Files. Those are my guys. Like I love those guys. I know, they argue on Twitter a lot, but I fucking love it. Like those are my guys, always my guys. I would love Nelson Velasquez on the Yankees. It's not going to happen, but I would love it because he hits the crap out of the baseball, and I love guys who just hit the crap out of the baseball. Life is good when dudes just mash. When the boys are bopping, guys, things are good, right? When the boys bop, life is good. You just need the boys to be bopping constantly. When the vibes are high, when the boys are bopping, teams are good. You need a team that has that kind of energy, the boys bopping energy. Yamamoto will be a Yankee by Saturday. That's a hot take, Jordan. By hot take, I mean I think it's going to be the same case as well. Yamamoto 2024. I agree. Let's get that going. Tweet at us. Tweet at anybody you want. At me, Ryan Garcia, ESM, at Fireside Yankees. Tweet at us. Hashtag Yamamoto 2024. We need that shit right now. I need this guy to be a New York Yankee. We need to complete this ahora mismo. We need it right now. So yeah. Moving on. Yankees are a good closer. They have one. What's kind of fun, I'm going to get to yours, Nicholas, don't worry. What's kind of fun to think about is what personality Yoshinobu Yamamoto may have. What if he's got that Pedro Martinez dog in him? I think this is a guy who loves the spotlight. I think this is a guy who's going to thrive in the spotlight. I think this is a guy who's going to welcome the challenge and go out. I think he's going to be a guy who the Yankees love. Like, I think the Yankees are going to love this guy. I think he's going to love the spotlight. That's all contingent, of course, on whether he signs with them or not. If he doesn't sign here, I'm not going to love him. But, end of the day, I personally think this is a player who is built for the Bronx. And I know I know that people don't, I know that that's so, like, nonsensical almost. Like, everybody wants to be built for the Bronx. I understand. Right? I get it. But yeah, I think that the New York Yankees are built for the Bronx. I think Yamamoto's built for the Bronx. I need it. I know he's built for the Bronx. Imagine a 5'2" guy like Ryan dunking on people. Wow, so inspirational. Yes, it doesn't matter your height. Doesn't matter height doesn't measure heart. You can dunk on anybody too, folks. You can do whatever you want. Height doesn't measure heart. 5'2" people can't dunk. Henry Lee goes, will cream my pants in 0.0001 seconds the moment we get the announcement. I'm 19, so I can talk about this. Yeah, I immediately, like, new pants, new underwear, everything. Like, that's immediate. Salute to the Yankees. Not happening. LA Yankee King goes, what do you think about me saying the New York media is being tough isn't true? It's living off the rep it had in the 90s. I would like to say, as somebody who wants to become a member of the media, I am tough. You know what I mean? I am a tough guy. Right? Like, I'm a tough guy. I'm tough with this. And I'm not a tough guy. I'm a fucking soft sack of shit. But, with that being said, I think media's tough in general. Media's always going to be tough. Is what it is. I'm not going to sit here and say, if the Yankees have a media situation that's horrible or anything like that. But, end of the day, I do think that, look, the New York media is tough because there's a lot of, every kind of move ends up being, just ends up being magnified. So yeah, I think that's why it's tough. It's just that there are more eyes on you. There are more cameras. Every move is monitored. Everything you say is monitored. Yeah. So that's where that's at. Javier, I'm not going to be pronounce your last name. Gombad, buenos noches, saludos desde Maris. You're from Venezuela. ¿Qué crees de tu? No, I'm going to have to read that. ¿Qué crees de que los Yankees firmen a Yamamoto? So translate here. He said good nights. He said good night. Have it. Saying hi from I can't pronounce the town name, but from Venezuela. And he's asked me what I think about the Yankees signing a guy like Yamamoto. And I would love, now, my broken Spanish dude, my parents are going to watch this and they're going to be like, holy shit, dude. Yeah, no, I appreciate you, Javier, talking to us, through from Venezuela. We appreciate all of our international viewers, all of our Spanish viewers, all that, everybody, any ethnicity, any background. We appreciate you guys so much. But to answer your question, I think that, the Yankees obviously really need Yamamoto. He is an excellent starting pitcher. He is going to be a really, really, really good pitcher at the major league level. Teams really like what he can be. And yeah, I need this. Like, I need this badly. And everybody in this chat, I think, is kind of in agreement. We fucking need this. Like, more than anything in my life, I need this. And another thing I need is for you guys to subscribe and like and comment and, let us know what you guys are, support the channel. Give us some, you guys have been great with that, obviously. So I really appreciate that. But, if you haven't done so already, like, subscribe, comment, all that stuff, turn on the notification bell. We're going to go out and, put up big Ty Schmidt from the Pat McAfee show says, hearing from a reliable source that Yamamoto the Yankees is done. 9 years, $226 million. Yeah, I don't buy this. I'm going to have to, I don't buy this. I don't, but I don't know if you guys want to see that, but essentially Ty Schmidt is saying, he's from the Pat McAfee show. If he's right, life is good. Definitely not true. It's the Pat McAfee show, respectfully. But anyways, man, I'm so to answer your question, Javier, we need this. We desperately need this, to be honest with you. What do you think the Yankees' record would be if they get Yamamoto, Soler, and bullpen arms? They're not going to get Soler, so I'm going to kind of just, right? I'm going to just cross them off. 95 wins, 96, 95 wins, somewhere in that range. That's, you know what I mean? That's where I'm at here. Chance of Yankees landing Hader, 0%. Mike Rock, I need Josh Hader on the Yankees. Look, I want to clarify something because I realize I always am just like, yeah, why would you ever want to sign Josh Hader? Josh Hader is a really damn good pitcher. Any team, including the New York Yankees, would be better with Josh Hader on it. The issue is that it would require making a financial investment that the Yankees are not going to make for a relief pitcher. But yeah, I just personally don't believe that the New York Yankees are going to sign Josh Hader. It's just not happening, right? Yeah. It's not happening. It's just not happening. I'll give anything for Velasquez. I would love it. I want it so bad. You know what I mean? I just need this so bad. Do you think Nolan Jones could ever be traded with how many years of control he has left? No, he's cheap. There's not an incentive for them to deal him. He's a good player, cheap, low cost. It's going to be hard to find a player that you're going to get in return that's better than him or, all that stuff. So yeah, that's where I'm at on this. And I hope, I hope you guys kind of agree with me. Yeah. Yankee Files now decided that the Yankees need another hard hit merchant who strikes out a lot. The Yankees need guys who fucking drop nukes, man. They need guys who drop nukes. And I want Jorge Soler for that, but it's just the fit's not there. They don't have a DH. Or they have a DH, excuse me, and it's Giancarlo Stanton. Martino just said the Mets aren't out on Yamamoto if anyone cares. Also, new Hot Stove at 9 p.m. tonight. Yeah, Hot Stove's going to be on at 9. Probably going to hop off before Hot Stove begins because I imagine we're all going to just want to watch Hot Stove. If they break the Yamamoto news, straight to Alive. It's back to Alive, right back on this camera, talking to the people, bringing the content for Fireside Yankees. But, we're an electric factory. I've got an extra Red Bull stashed. I've got it somewhere here. I think I've got it somewhere here. Maybe I put it in the fridge. But we're stashed. We got the setup going. I'm already on a Red Bull. We've got everything going with us in that regard. So I'm ready. I'm fucking ready. I'm fucking ready for this. I'm ready. I'm locked the fuck in, folks. You guys may be locked in. If you guys don't think I'm locked in, I'm stupidly locked in right now. I'm dumb locked in. It's unbelievable. Some would even say I'm the most locked in I've ever been in my life. It's truly, it is truly unbelievable how locked in I am. So with that being said, moving on a little bit here. Want to see the Yankees get Yamamoto and Sasaki? Yamasaki. Greg Hughes. I love it. Yamasaki. I love the name. We talked about this a little bit earlier. If Sasaki gets posted, through the international signing system, that tells me that he's going to get league minimum salary. That's the situation you're in. So yeah, if you can pull that off, that would be special. But yeah, that's how I view it. That would be special. It's cheap, it's effective, and you're going to be great. So I would love this, but I don't think it's going to happen. Dodgers are the favorites. I know what I have that feeling. Vinny and the Jets, I'm not fucking scared of the Dodgers. I'm not scared of shit. I'm not scared of anybody that's not the New York Yankees. I'm not scared of anyone. I'm sorry. I'm going to be delusional until the Yankees don't sign this guy. Like, I don't care. I really don't. Not to be aggressive. It's not against you, Vinny, but I'm just juiced, dude. I'm juiced. I'm pumped. Yamamoto and Chapman to the Yankees December 31st. Ken P, they're not signing Matt Chapman. Not at his price point. Nah. John Vieras goes, Martino's a Mets beat reporter. Steve Cohen is paying him to say that, well, not Andy Martino's tapped in. I'm gonna call time here. Gonna call time here. Andy Martino's tapped in. Andy Martino's becomes a really, really, really reliable source for New York sports. He's been hammering the point that the Mets aren't out of it. I agree with that. I don't think the Mets are out of it. They've got a lot of money to spend. They want to make a really good offer. That's how I view it. But yeah, that's just how I view it. Moving on a little bit here. Giants are out. Ryan, did you have any thoughts on Verdugo's response to what facing Yamamoto was like? He was very much like, I actually really like, again, like I want to give Verdugo credits for what was a really entertaining press conference. The dude didn't give me fucking, wish-washy answers. I hate wish-washy answers. And he didn't give us any. So, it was a really, really fun, answer. He was talking about, basically the fact that, Verdugo, Verdugo was a guy who, he faced him in the World Baseball Classic. He faced him in the WBC, but yeah, like, I just don't think that, I don't think that it was anything like crazy, but he said some stuff, that I think had more to do with like just complimenting the pitcher. He said anybody would be benefiting from him. I hope that they're Yankees so that, I hope that they're Yankees. Like, I obviously hope, hold on. See, oh, never mind. With that being said, I think that it's more of just kind of like a thing he said. I didn't really take too much stock into it. But yeah. Again, I'm gonna give you guys I'm gonna address this right now. Ty Schmidt, who's on Pat McAfee, said it's done. I'm gonna say this right now. I don't think Ty Schmidt I don't buy Ty Schmidt. I don't buy it. Like, great. I'm not sitting here and trying to be a dick, but I don't buy it. I don't. And that's because I'm just going to be defensive. I'm always going to assume that they're wrong. Not that they're wrong, but I'm always going to assume that it hasn't happened yet. When I see Passan, then I'll agree. Or I see Jack Curry, obviously, LA Yankee King, hey, I appreciate you, Yankee King. You're my guy. Well, I should probably rephrase this by saying the New York media isn't tough to can't handle New York thing is not true in my opinion. I agree. I think that players are tougher than people think. Like, players are tough. Players are tough. Players are tough. I think players know what they're doing. I think players are mentally fit to handle New York. And at the end of the day, I think that you're talking about a media market that's tough. And yeah, like, I think that, we're looking at a situation where, I do believe it gets overplayed. I think it gets overplayed. I think it's overplayed a ton. And yeah, like, that's just my opinion on it. I think it just gets overplayed a lot. And yeah, so, I don't want to sit here and say that, the New York media doesn't have any effect, but I think it's really overblown. So yeah, that's my opinion on it. And I kind of agree with you a little bit here, Yankee King. With that being said, move on a little bit here. Kyle Roth goes, a little late, Ryan, but what's up? Hope you're having a good time, my man. Hope you're having a good night. And hey, hopefully we get some Yamamoto news, maybe at some point in the next 30 minutes. I'm not hinting at anything on our sources. Hader is a waste of money for the Yankees. Yeah, he's a waste of money. They should go like, we should not be spending that type of money on a reliever. Instead of the Yankees going after Matt Chapman, they should wait on Alex Bregman, who's a free agent after next season. What do you think? I don't think they're going to sign Bregman if they sign Yamamoto and they trade for Soto. I don't think that's happening. So, yeah, I don't really think, I really don't think that would be, I just don't think that would happen personally. I just don't. But yeah, I'm just not of the opinion that the Yankees are going to be paying a third baseman long-term based on how deep they're in on Yamamoto now. Right. So that's how I view the situation. What's going on with Montgomery? His market's waiting for when, for when Yamamoto signs. When Yamamoto signs, then, that's when I think his market will go. And I think it'll end up going to the Boston Red Sox. Yamamoto isn't just a great sign because he's an amazing player. It's also a great sign because the Yankees are still the Yankees. Yeah, that's how I view it. It makes the Yankees the Yankees. And, I think that's the big thing here, right? Like, that's the big thing here. This is the New York Yankees, and we get to say that again. So, yeah, like, I personally, that's how I view it. So, yeah, like, I think that there is that, like, allure aspect of it that would be fun for the Yankees. Ryan's more locked in than my dog. Let's get crazy. Yeah, let's get fucking crazy. I got the Red Bull chilling in the fridge. Probably. I don't know. Maybe I lost it. I don't fucking know. Yamamoto isn't just... Oh, we didn't talk about this. If 3 weeks in it stands batting 200, do you start Grisham for defense and DH Soto Judge? I say 6 or 7 weeks. Okay, I'll say 6 or 7 weeks. Then yes, I would do that, Joe, man. I think that's the right thing to do for the Yankees as well. Has he ever broken news before? I don't think so. I'm going to say no. I've never seen him break news. So I'm not going to say he has never broken news, but I've never seen him break news. SNY is about New York sports, mostly baseball. As a whole, it's not. Yes. Yeah, that's another big thing here. It's not Mets specific. They just happen to be the syndicate for the New York Mets when it comes to, when it comes to baseball games. Like, yeah. Moving on a little bit here. Let's see. Ty Schmidt's very plugged in for football. I don't know about baseball. I don't know, man. I don't want to buy it. I'm not going to buy it. Nettie Rivera, this is my fucking guy. What's up, Brian? You look like you need some Red Bull. You look a little stressed out because of this Moto JoJo rumors. Dude, I'm not stressed. I'm just juiced, man. I'm juiced. I'm fucking juiced right now. So, yeah, like I'm juiced. Did he sign the Yankees? I'm about to collapse. No confirmation. Nobody else has reported it but Ty Schmidt. So there's that. I don't know if this is hopium flowing through my veins, but with Jeff Passan's connections and the Pat McAfee show, wouldn't Ty have to run it through Jeff before tweeting that out? That's a really good question, but I don't know. That's a good... I wonder. I do wonder. But then again, the Pat McAfee show has, like, Aaron Rodgers on. So, like, I'm not going to lie. Yeah, there's that. And that's another thing. If Jeff Passan was the source, he would break it. That's how I view it. So it seems like we'll hear about the Yamamoto news before Christmas. The Giants being out is definitely a good sign. Absolutely. Why would Ty put himself out there like this? Does he really have a lot to lose? Yeah, I guess. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. I just don't know. Like, I'm not gonna I'm a little nervous. I don't really know. I'm gonna tweet this out now. I don't think he's a fraud, but I don't think it's wise to buy stock to jump the gun again. Yeah, so I don't know. So, moving on a little bit, spending the money on a reliever is like spending the bank on a running back. For the Yankees, absolutely. It just doesn't make any fucking sense. It doesn't make any sense at all. What do you think about the Wardy says that the Mets because they will and have offered him more money? Bruce, I don't believe anybody. I'm gonna stay consistent here, right? I'm gonna be consistent here, I don't think it's a good idea for I don't think it's a good idea for the New York Yankees, or not New York Yankees, I don't think it's a good idea for us to buy into just non-Passan or Curry people. We just know where we're at right now. We just know where we're at right now. We know where we're at with the situation that News have been with. I understand, right? I understand that the situation with, I understand the situation with the, hey, he's a Yankee fan. He wouldn't want to get this wrong or whatever. But it's just this is not Jeff Passan. This is not Jack Curry. I'm just not going to fucking buy it. I'm sorry. I'm just not going to buy it. I'm just not going to buy it. That's just where I'm at. I'm not going to believe it. I'm not saying he's a fraud. I want to clarify. I'm not saying he's a fraud. I'm just saying that I'm not going to believe him. I'm not going to believe him until I get confirmation somewhere else. I need to be proven from that. So, yeah, that's where I'm at. Moving on a little bit here. Need to hear what MLB Scoops has to say. MLB Scoops, of course, the greatest news source of all time. The push over the goal line gives me bad vibes for other reasons. I'm not sure where this is from, but yeah. Thoughts on the Ben Verlander comments. He really slipped up with that one, by the way. I think it's like that dude is just an idiot. It's like that dude is a fucking idiot. Like I just like he's a moron. I'm sorry. Right? Like I just like I he's just such an idiot. Like I just such an idiot. Like I just he's such an idiot. I'm just not gonna like guys, let's just stick like man, I don't even want to fucking talk about that. But fuck Ben Verlander, dude. He's just such a stupid take. It's such a stupid take. But yeah. What did Ty say? He said that the Yankees and thing he said that he was hearing from a reliable source that the Yankees, Yamamoto to the Yankees is done. 9 years through 26 million. It's not true. I just don't think it's true. I just don't. Like I don't, right? Like I just don't. I don't believe that, you know? And I think somebody pointed this out, and I want to check. Let's see. Hold on. By the way, if this guy gets it wrong, he's fucking done. Let's see. I'm trying to just like double check that this is true. Because somebody mentioned that he might have like said something about the Bears like being rated, and that would have been a bad take, or that would have been an incorrect report. So I want to just confirm that that's true, that he has a bad report out there. Because if he does, then I would have to sit here and we can honestly confirm what we knew. Nothing there about the Bears. So I'm not going to sit here and say, yeah. Michael Marino even tweets out, I love Ty Schmidt on PMS. He's hilarious. With that in mind, I wouldn't be banking on him accurately breaking the Yamamoto news. Michael Marino, of course, was on this podcast, has his own podcast now. He stopped by for a guest episode. Great guy. And yeah, like I don't, he's saying, hey, I wouldn't believe him. So yeah, like I'm just going to assume he's not right. Like I don't see anybody else confirming. That's the people I trust. And none of them has said anything about some Yamamoto stuff. So, yeah, like I don't know. Like I don't know. Like that's just where I'm at, Let's see. Ty would get clowned on camera if he's wrong. We all know that, but yeah, like that's where I'm at, right? Like the Yankees, not the Yankees, excuse me. Who kind of gives a fuck, right? Like who gives a shit? Right? Like if he gets it wrong, is he really gonna get ripped to the point where like is he gonna get ripped to the point where he's not going to be able to like continue his career? No, Yankee fans is gonna hate him, right? But yeah, like I don't know, like I just don't. I don't think that's going to happen. I don't think he's right. I just don't. It is true, says Drew Thorpe. Thorpe, I know you're sad that I don't believe you. It's not that I don't trust you, man. But this is big time news, and I just don't feel like he's the first person to break it. Scoops says the Mets are out, lol. Yeah, the Mets are not out. Like they're not out. The Mets are not out. Let's see. I think it's between LAD and NYY. I have fears about LAD, but the comment about him lighting up about the rivalry games about the posting lip his face. Yeah, I think the comments about that stuff is crazy. That's where I'm at. So I don't know. Like I just don't. I think that there's too much here. Like I think there's too much smoke here. Like I think there's too much smoke for the Yankees to not end up with him. But I don't think. Yeah, I just don't think that the Yankees are. I don't think the Yankees are going to end up. I don't think that the Yankees are going to end up not missing out on Yamamoto. I think they can. Moving on a little bit here. Twitter's blowing up. Yamamoto signed with the Yankees. That's not happening. It has not happened yet. Nothing has been confirmed. Need LB Nerds to come out and say the deal is finalized. If LB Nerds comes out and says the deal is finalized, yeah, like if he says it's finalized, I'll believe it. But he has not come out and say that. So. Yeah, like nobody's come out and said it. Nobody's come out and fucking said it. It's only been him. So yeah. Would it make sense why he rejected the Rams invite? He could have just been busy. He could have just been busy. Right? Like I don't like it is what it is. You know what I mean? Yeah, like I don't know. It is what it is. Like that's where I'm at with this. Moving on a little bit here. If correct, it would include a $40 million posting fee, so it would be 9 years, $286 million. And 9 years, $286, if that was the deal that the Yankees ended up signing him to, that's $31 million a year. I'll do it. I'll do it. I'll do it any day of the week. I'll definitely do that. But I just don't think that that's I don't know. I don't know. I don't even dude. I just don't. I know we gave him the 18. I just don't think he signed. I don't think it's true. I'm sorry, guys. I would agree with you guys about Jones. I don't think he's number one either. Yeah, I personally think it's Dominguez. Jones can certainly be that, but I think it's Dominguez. So, yeah, it is what it is, right? So Dan Rourke tweeted out, if the punishment for lying about having source was execution, I wonder if people would still do it. It's fucking hilarious. But yeah, what if this is Ohtani J's by our version? Well, the difference is that I don't fucking believe him. Nobody believes him. Nobody here believes him, right? I don't fucking believe him. I'm sorry. Right? I don't believe him. Let me see. Hey Ryan, I got home from work. Sorry to be late. What I missed? Don't apologize, bud. But Trev, here's what you missed. Ty Schmidt from the Pat McAfee show said that Yankees to Yamamoto is done. Now, I personally don't believe that it's true. I just don't believe it. Just don't believe it's true. And I'm going to sit here and temper your expectation. I hate to be that guy. I hate to be that guy. But I don't think that the New York Yankees have signed Yoshinobu Yamamoto right now. I don't think that happened. I don't think he's accurate. Yes, he has connections to Jeff Passan, but why would why would Jeff Passan ever tell him? So, yeah, that's where I'm at with this. I was told it's a 9-year deal, but I was not given the total salary amount. If you're right on this, I'll blow up my house. You know what I mean? I'm not gonna I'll cry. I'll cry tears of joy. It didn't happen, guys. Yeah, I agree. It did not. I don't view it as something that's happened. You know what I mean? Until it happens from Jeff Passan, it has not happened. So yeah. No way it's true. Actually, I would expect that guy. I expect that guy to have an actual source. Yeah, I just don't expect that it's true. I just don't. It is what it is. Sad about the fact that it's probably not true, but it is what it is. You can't force, you can't make things, you can't stop people from tweeting out misinformation. It is what it is. Welcome to the off season. Welcome to the winter. Welcome to sports. But yeah, welcome to the off season, guys. This is the off season. But moving on a little bit here. What's the rumor? Just joined. The rumor is from Ty Schmidt of the Pat McAfee show that Yamamoto to the Yankees is a done deal, 9 years, $226 million. And I'm telling you not to buy it. Not because I have sources, but I'm telling you not to buy it. I'm telling you not to buy it. I'm just telling you not to buy it. It's not a good idea to buy it, So, yeah. Heyman. Yankees have made a significant bid on Yamamoto, but at this point, they haven't heard one way or the other. That's huge. I think we knew that there was an offer. I knew it wasn't yeah. Yeah, they haven't heard an answer from him. I no deal is done. There is no deal done. I get it. Pat's a serious dude, but I'm sorry. I just don't buy that he's right. I just don't buy it, I just don't I never bought it. You know what I mean? I never bought it, man. I never bought it. I'm not going to buy it. Yeah. I'm sick of people making shit up. Hey, this is why we don't listen to bullshit reporters. Yeah, it is what it is. You know what I mean? So yeah, sources within the agency. Yeah, I'm just sorry, bud. It is. Look, Eric Huffman, I agree. It is a big, big, big podcast. And just want to say what's up to my guy, Joey Not Gallus, the fucking goat over here. Yeah, like, it is a big show and podcast, but he's just not right about this. Like, I never bought into it. Ryan never bought into it. Ryan is never going to buy into Ty Schmidt. I'm sorry. I'll buy into John Heyman more than Ty Schmidt any day of the week. Like, it's not close, guys. It's not close. It's not close at all. Never going to be close like this. But, yeah. Pat McAfee will make it a joke on the show. Yeah, some shit like that. Like, I don't, like, dude, there's just, like, it's not fair, man. Like, that dude's not going to have to face any fucking issues with credibility. But, yeah, man, like, I don't fucking understand, man. Like, he's going to get, like, it's bullshit, dude. It's bullshit. So I be careful. Look, that's fair. I'm just going to say, look, guys, Ty Schmidt, right? Like, Ty Schmidt is not that kind of reporter. So we shouldn't be viewing him as somebody who gives us an opinion. Apparently, Verdugo was introduced today. What number will you wear? He said that he'll reveal his number on, like, a chain. He had not revealed it yet. So, yeah. The more controversy, the more viewership. That's how TV works. They will absolutely make stuff up. I agree. I just don't buy into the Pat McAfee show to do things honestly and fairly without any, like, I guess nefarious kind of situations. So, yeah, I don't know. Like, I'm kind of out. I'm kind of out on Ty Schmidt. I've been out on Ty Schmidt. I know Ty Schmidt's not giving out an opinion. I just don't think his source is correct. I think he's getting deked. That's all. I just think he's getting deked. That's really it. Like, I just think he is getting deked. I don't know. Earl's source are saying it's good, lol. Earl, look, Earl is a funny fucking guy. Like, Earl is a funny ass dude. Probably doesn't have sources. Probably doesn't have sources. Funny ass dude. Probably doesn't have sources. Funny ass dude, though. Funny ass guy. Just probably doesn't have sources. Yeah, I agree. Who cares about what a Pat McAfee dude? I don't care about these Pat McAfee people enough to say that, like, there are serious reporters. I hate to be that guy. I really, really do. But it's just how I roll, man. It's just how I roll. I saw the thing that Joey not Gal added me on. It's like a PFT commentary. They have sources, more sources than the average person, but they usually tweet out their opinion rather than what's legit. Well, I don't think it's an opinion. I think he tried. He sucks. I'm sorry. Yeah, I just dude, I don't know. If he stops the Yankees and the struggles, the Yankee fans are going to rip us apart for signing a player that hasn't proven himself yet. Dude, I'm not going to lie. I believe in Yamamoto. Like, if he doesn't pan out, I can't really be mad at them for it. So, there's that. I'm not going to be mad if he doesn't pan out. I'll be mad at, if he doesn't pan out, but I'm not going to be mad, if the situation, I'm not going to be mad if the situation, I'm not going to be mad if he's not good and blame it on the Yankees, So, yeah. Let's see. So I was giving the information I know from who? Just, Drew, I'm sorry, man. Don't believe it. Is this Ty guy a Yankee fan? I think so. Like, I've seen people say he's a Yankee fan, and, like, that's why he wouldn't be wrong on this, but, it's bullshit. I think it's bullshit, the idea that, like, he wouldn't be wrong on this. So, yeah. Let's see. I'd be mad if Yamamoto signs elsewhere and dominates. Yeah, I'd be more mad if that happens. Be fucking livid if that happens. You know what I mean? That's how I view it. The Yankees should get Yamamoto what's next and extend Soto. They're not going to extend Soto. They should probably just sign him in the offseason. That's what they're going to probably end up doing. So, yeah. Aiden goes, Jack Crew will break the news on Hot Stove. Michael K will be so happy after the show, and they will have a nice. Yeah, it's just I don't think that's happening. Ty's defense, the number sounds legit. Yeah, the number does sound legit, right? Like with the posting fee, that number does sound legit. But I think he got bad info. I think he just got bad info and he ran with it. And yeah, like, I mean, he just got smoke screened. It is what it is, you know, like it is what it is. So yeah, probably just pulled that out of his ass. I don't think he pulled that out of his ass. I think he just, I think he just got bad info. You know, I don't think he made it up. Thought Verdugo did really well at the press conference today. I agree, Tado, NYY too. I think he did an excellent job as that, you know? So yeah. Also, Brandon Cuddy reports the same thing, that the Yankees don't know if they're out or in. They remain hopeful. That's the situation they're in. I actually, like again, Ty Schmidt, he's the worst person that's ever happened, ever. He's the worst person ever. Yeah. So there's that. What did Ty say? He lied about a $326 million 9-year deal that was agreed upon between the Yankees and Yamamoto. They'd be pissed off about all the drama just for him to go back to Japan. It's not going to happen. He's signing with the U.S. team. It's not going to happen. He's going to a U.S. team. It's 100% happening. But yeah. So really saw this info. It says Braden Bino ×2 Barnes. Yeah, he seems set on it. Hopefully he's right. I mean, I don't think he's right, but we'll see. PJ Clemens goes doing an awesome job. Dude, I appreciate you, man. I appreciate you. You're the man. What have I missed? Basically, somebody lied about a Yamamoto deal being done with the Yankees. It's not true. That's not happened. So, yeah. What do you think about the recent report that he's ahead of schedule? That being Dominguez, I think that's awesome. I'm really excited to see him back in action because he's a really talented player. What's Ty's tracker like? It doesn't matter because he's wrong. Like Heyman and Cuddy have just shot down the idea that there's a deal done. I believe once Yamamoto signs, and the Yankees will trade Gleyber to either the White Sox or Miami for pitching. This also cuts $50 million in payroll. His salary and Rizzo cover Soto's contract. We'll wait and see. I think they can just hold on to him and wait till next year. Apology, tour starts this weekend. I hope you're right. I hope I have to apologize to you. I just don't buy it. Yankees made a significant bit to Yamamoto. Yeah, but I think this was kind of, everyone knew that was going to happen, so I'm not really like surprised. You get what I'm saying. So yeah, moving on a little bit here. Who's Ty? He's some guy at the Pat McAfee show. He's wrong. He was wrong. You know. He was wrong. You know. So yeah. You know. Let's see. Sending more questions. Probably, you know, we're doing a strong round. We're doing 275. I want to keep things going. So yeah. You know, let's keep the questions rolling. I don't think he reported it like that. I think he was just trying to diffuse the idea that they weren't, that they didn't have anything like that, you know? So yeah, you know, that's where I'm at, you know? Let's see what else we got moving on. Love him, Ryan. It's just whatever. I'm like waiting here all the breaking news all the way around from the big dogs, dude. I'm just waiting for somebody to say like I'm waiting for just like anything. Like I guess Jack Curry is gonna kind of shoot it down too. I know we're gonna like. I know he's not right. Obviously, we want him Ty Schmidt to be right, but it's not. It's not true. It's just not true. But you know, yeah. You know, that's where I'm at. I'm sorry for yawning. Fucking exhausted. Need to get more Red Bull. Gonna get another Red Bull. How do Yankees transition Yoshi to a 5-man? I think they go 6-man rotation and then they kind of shrink as time goes on. You know, we'll kind of see how that plays, but they'll adjust him. I think he'll be able to handle it well. But yeah, what would you do if you were a Pistons fan? I wouldn't exist. I'm gonna be honest, like I would lose my mind. So, yeah, like I would lose my mind. You know. So yeah, moving on a little bit. Let's see. So rumor has it Matsui signed Yamamoto signed jersey and Yankees game at 18. Yeah, I saw that and I think it's gonna help them. Danny Neighbor. We'll wait and see. That's where I'm at. Like I think that they're in a good spot for him. They're in a really, really, really good spot. You know? So yeah. Let's see what else we got. We signed Nick Barty and Luis Gonzalez. Good on the radar moves. I like it. I love the Nick Barty signing because his stuff is actually really good. I don't care about the Luis Gonzalez signing because I don't know if he's going to even play. But yeah, like I don't view it as a situation where you know, I don't view the situation as something that the Yankees should be unconfident in, you know? Let's see. If the Yankees sign Yamamoto, do they also have to sign Montas to incentive deal to round out the back of their rotation? I don't think they have to, but I do think they could. I think they should consider doing it. So, yeah, like I just don't think that, I don't think that the Yankees are in a situation where, like I don't know, like I just don't think the Yankees I don't think the Yankees need to sign Montas after that point, but I think they would consider it. Twitter's a mess right now. I agree, man. It is a mess. Do you think the Yankees, it'll be Beater or Warren for the open starter spot? Beater's on the 40-man, Warren isn't. It should be Warren. I think Warren's the better pitcher. I think they know Warren's the better pitcher. But you got to think from a roster management standpoint, why put a guy on the 40-man that you don't know is going to break camp with a team? Kind of like Anthony Volpe, they didn't do that. They didn't put him on the 40-man until after, that whole situation, until after he made the team, Yamamoto's the Yankee night. Nope, that's the Ty Schmidt thing. It's a false report. Bauer, possibly an option if missed. Absolutely not. Did you see the list of best players since 2009 with Trout at 8? It was the worst thing ever. Like, it was legitimately the worst thing I have ever seen. Like, in my life, it was terrible. It was the worst thing I have ever seen. Alana Rizzo should be banned from talking about our great game. It kind of feels like the Yankees have a prospect logjam soon. Rice, Jason, Foliao, Pereira, Jones, etc. We need, to trade for another pitcher, Burns, in addition to Yamamoto, I imagine. I could see it. I don't know if you want to necessarily see a logjam, considering that like last year, like Franchi Cordero fucking hit like third on the team at some point, I think, or fourth or fifth. I think you just need as many position players and quality players as humanly possible. That's where I'm at. That's where I'm looking at in that regard. So yeah. If not Montas, another free agent trade candidate who you would want to see him go after. So I'm going to look at I'm going to look at this from the perspective of, all right, let's talk about this from like looking at 6 starters potentially, right? But yeah, like I think personally that I think that we're looking at, we're looking at the 6 starter market. I think a guy like Sean Manaea would be nice. If you're looking at just like upper echelon guys, obviously Corbin Burns, Dylan Cease, Mitch Keller. Another example would be Shane Bieber, Shota Managa, right? Like all those kinds of guys. But yeah, like I think that those would be like really good acquisitions for the New York Yankees. So that's where I'm at on that front. Moving on a little bit here, just trying to sift through. I broke the Rodon deal on YouTube chat last season. I don't want the attention. I just posted right here. Moto's going to be a Yankee. I believe he'll be a Yankee. I just don't think the Ty Schmidt report is true. I don't think he's right. That's all I'm saying. I don't think it's good. Like I just don't think he's right. That's really where I'm at. That's what I'm trying to say. You know what I mean? That's where I'm at on that front. Let's see. If Yamamoto signs with the Dodgers, Ryan Garcia is 5'2". If Yamamoto's a Yankee, then Ryan is 6'9". I agree. My height is determined by whether good things happen to me or not. Good sign is he isn't going to the game tonight because he knows he's signing with the Yankees. D Buckets, I hope you are right. I hope you are like dead right. I hope you're the most right person on planet Earth. Montas is like Gallo. If you were a pitcher, let his ass walk. I disagree. He struggled because of injuries. Gallo struggled for other reasons. So, yeah, like that's where I'm at with this situation. So yeah, considering how fucking dumb the White Sox are, I would consider going all in for Cease, Peraza, Pereira, and some other guys stuck in the log game in the minors. I would do it. I don't know if the White Sox would take it. So that's kind of where I'm at on that situation. I don't think the White Sox would take, that sort of deal. So, yeah, like that's where I'm at, that's where I'm at, man. Yeah, Trevor Bauer's a loser. Just want to let you guys know that. Scoop says Mets aren't in, so I believe them. Yeah, the Mets are still in. I heard today at 3:35 that it was a 9-year deal. I'm not saying that you're not, like, there isn't a 9-year offer on the table from the Yankees. I'm just saying I don't think Ty is right. That's all I want to say, right? Like, that's all I want to say. All I'm saying is that I don't believe Ty Schmidt. That's all I'm saying. Yeah, the White Sox asked for Jackson Holiday at the deadline for Dylan Cease. I don't think they're going to be taking an Oswald Peraza-led package. So, yeah. Let's see. Look, I understand Montas outside of Oakland has not been great, but also Montas has spent like such a small sample size of his career, and all of it's been injured. So, yeah. Why not give Yamamoto 10 years? I would go the 10th year for Yamamoto. He's 25 years old. 100% would. So, yeah. Also want you guys to know, please like, comment, and subscribe. I hope you guys are doing great tonight. So make sure you guys give us some support in the comment section below. We're trying to get 10,000 subscribers. So again, make sure you guys subscribe. Don't leave without subscribing because, well, you know, you're going to miss out on all of our awesome content. So, you know, there's that. Oh, we lost Grayson Crawford. That sucks. Oh, we lost Grayson Crawford. That's terrible. That sucks. Grayson Crawford's was the AA guy. Does the posting fee have a set number? Can it be whatever? It's a percentage. So yeah. Ryan, you should drink coffee, not Red Bull. Coffee healthier. I drink sugar-free Red Bull and black coffee. So trust me, I'm not like pumping sugar into my blood. Yamamoto's gonna want an opt-out. Yes, I agree. I think there's gonna be an opt-out in there. So yeah, I don't disagree on that front. Let's see. Hot Stove will be cooking tonight. Yeah, no, I think we're going to get big news. So we'll wait and see on that front. Probably going to hop off, you know, a little bit before 9 o'clock. Just from the perspective of, I want to make sure that, you know, that I don't like, you know, just get gutted by Hot Stove. And I'm going to be watching Hot Stove. I'm going to be honest with you guys. Going to be probably writing all that stuff. So, you know, yeah, like that's the situation we're in. Let me just text. Moving on a little bit. Sugar-free is actually worse for you. I don't know about that. Somebody should clarify that with me. Mets gave Senga an opt-out that's a vested based on innings pitched at year 3. Yeah, I think it'll be something similar. I think it'll be something extremely, extremely similar. So, yeah. Don't think the Yankees are going to get an opt-out for themselves just in case. They might do a team opt-out. We'll see. I don't know if Yamamoto's receptive to that. We'll see if other teams are choosing to do that. Like, so there's that. 2024 NOI spring training games are going to be a must-watch and lit. Yeah, I agree. Like, I'm going to watch every fucking spring training game. Even if we don't get Yamamoto, as long as we get, you know, as long as we go out and get a guy like, you know, as long as we have Juan Soto, which we do, I'm going to be watching relentlessly. The chemical, hey, I love, hey, I God bless chemicals. God bless chemicals. We just got a report on outfielder John Cruz, 18-year-old, the FCL. Good power, good athlete, gonna project to get better probably. Was a really young player. Really excited about what he could be next year. I think he's a guy who can be a top 100 prospect soon. So yeah, like I think he's a really good player. Probably I would slot him in like the 20 to 30 range in the Yankee organization. And yeah, like that's where I would slot him. 20 to 30 range in the Yankee organization. That's where I'm at with him. And I think that next year, you know, he'll pop into like that top 10. Like I think he's that good. So yeah. I heard year 4 is what Wolf is looking for an opt-out as player, like 17, I think. Yeah, John Cruz was 17 most of the year, which is fucking crazy. But yeah, year 4, that's where I'm at. I think it's a year 4 situation. So, yeah, you know, what website do you use to get data from minor league guys? I use Fangraphs and then I use Prospects Live because Prospects Live has AAA StatCast data and single A StatCast data. So yeah. Which Hot Stove are you referring to, and is it on tonight? Yes, Hot Stove, and it's at 9 o'clock. Did you finish your semester yet? Yes, I did. I finished my semester. So yeah. Moving on a little bit. Waiting to see what's going on. I don't think we're gonna get the Yamamoto news tonight. Like, I just don't think it's happening. If he's going to I don't think it's happening tonight. Like, it's where I'm at here. Moving on. Man, I'm so nervous. Like, I don't know how this is gonna end, you know? I really don't know how it's gonna end. Shout out to Ryan. Make sure you folks like and subscribe. So glad I found this channel. I appreciate you, my man. You're the guy. Look, Danny Naba, I appreciate how supportive you've been. So, hey, take his word for it, guys. Like, comment, and subscribe. Pinstripes Chronicles podcast goes. Enjoy the stream. Just subscribe. I can see an opt-out at age 30 so we can re-enter free agency with gas in the tank. Yeah, definitely. 100% could see that. I 100% could see him going out and getting, I think it's going to be age 29 because, you enter the market under 30, and that's a huge thing for some teams. You could probably get like another 10-year deal, maybe push near $400 million. That's what you're looking for Yamamoto. So yeah, Hot Stove will be interesting tonight. Absolutely. Trevor Alley goes, are we going live again after Hot Stove? Depends. If we sign him, yes. If we don't, probably not. Just from a perspective, I'll probably be working on something else for tomorrow, and for tomorrow release. So stay in the loop there. We're kind of on standby in terms of news and everything. So there's that. Like, we're on standby. I'm just kind of refreshing Twitter and just staring up. Like, this is my second monitor up here, and I'm just staring and waiting and hoping and praying. Like, that's where we're at. Staring, hoping, and praying. I'm sure Yamamoto out that even if he signs, I'm gonna be like, yeah, dude, I'm gonna be pumped. I'm going to be pumped because we don't know. Like, isn't it Soto where, like, we knew and it just got dragged out for days? So, yeah, like, I think this is going to be different. I think this is, like, we don't know, Best case scenario, we get Yamamoto and we get Soto signed long-term at some point. We get the outfield set with Judge, Dominguez, Soto. Would you consider Spencer Jones trade for a big-time pitcher? I don't think Jason Dominguez is a full-time center fielder. I stand firm on that. I think you have to wait until you see what Stanton does before you start moving outfielders. So, yeah, like, I think that situation we're in. I think that's the situation we're at. Yankees were looking to do a Garrett Cole opt-out. The Yankees could add years. Not sure Wolf goes for that because of his age. We'll see. We'll definitely see. We will definitely see. Also, I believe this wholeheartedly. Ty Schmidt should be suspended by ESPN indefinitely for tweeting out a false report. So, yeah, he represents ESPN. He should be required to get information right. He can go fuck himself. Let's see. Yeah, with that being said, probably gonna start wrapping up soon. We're getting closer to Hot Stove. Gonna go eat some dinner. Probably going a little bit of a walk. Not done yet. Get a little bit of time. But we're gonna probably start getting ready to wrap this thing up. Guys, you guys have been excellent with the support. Like, the support has been unbelievable. You guys are the best. Like, undeniably the best. If you haven't done so already, remember to like and subscribe and comment and let us know what you guys think. Turn on that notification bell, all that good stuff, all the jazz that's going on with the Yankees and with their free agent saga with Yoshinobu Yamamoto. So yeah, like, again, yeah, FSY better than ESPN. I agree. Fireside Yankees to the fucking moon, folks. I'm not gonna shy away from this. Alex Dickerson's a dragon per John Heyman. League breaking news. I remember when Alex Dickerson was actually a good hitter. I kind of always wanted him to be like a platoon guy for the Yankees. But did not happen. What if it's not false? Then everybody else have to go. Hey, look, I'm not saying you have to suspend him tomorrow. I'm saying you have to consider suspending him if he's wrong. So yeah, I love Fireside Yankees. You guys are awesome. Democracy matters. I appreciate you, my man. You're the best. So yeah, I appreciate you, my man. Fake news in politics, fake news in sports. I agree. It's bullshit, dude. The fact, that Ty mentioned Yamamoto, the signing, Heyman said the Yankees made a huge offer but has not heard back, is very intriguing. I wonder if somewhere in the middle might be happening. I think that it's more so of a matter. I'm more so seeing this as like the New York Yankees don't have him, and he tweeted that out to kind of dispel the rumor. So, yeah, I just don't think that the Yankees signed him yet. FSY RSN when? Hey man, I would love, dude. I don't know. I can't wait, dude. I can't wait to expand more with FSY, and we're gonna keep doing some really cool shit. Actually, a minor league podcast we're gonna be starting. Fun fact, Woo broke the surprise a little bit, and I can't wait to drop that announcement. So stay on the lookout for that, guys. We got some cool shit going on. Ty Schmidt should be fired, not suspended. I agree. He should be fired. Get him out. Get him off the stage. Get him out of here. You know, Moto will be a Yankee joke. Look, I agree that Yoshinobu Yamamoto will be a New York Yankee. I agree. JLuck243 goes, who are the false reports? My bad. Ty Schmidt goes, the Yankees are going to sign Yamamoto. The Yankees already signed Yamamoto. It's a done deal. It's 26 million. 9 years. It's not a done deal. It's not true. That's not true at all. And Ty Schmidt sucks. So yeah. You know, that's where we're at, man. Ty's not wrong until he's wrong. I agree, but he's gonna be wrong. He's gonna be so fucking wrong. So, yeah, he's going to be the most wrong person ever. And he said sources. That's multiple people, man. You know, like, I can't do this. This guy's terrible. But with that being said, we're going to wrap up here. It's probably a good point for us to stop. Get ready for hot stove. If anything happens, you guys, oh, wait, we got one more. We've got a comment I have to get to. And we're going to have to extend this stream a little bit. Ryan, thanks for doing such a great job. Do you have any concern with Yamamoto's slight build translating to a breakdown, aka Lincecum? I want him, but there's a concern perhaps. His mechanics are better. They're more consistent. They're more fluid. They are a lot more sustainable. His delivery is more repeatable. He has absolutely phenomenal. He has really, really, really good mechanics. So, you know, I really do believe that, you know, that he's going to be a guy who the Yankees can look at and say, you know, he's going to project to hold up long term. I think he's in a different situation than Tim Lincecum is. The mechanics are different. His is just a lot simpler and a lot more repeatable. And also we have better biomechanical data to kind of project these kinds of things. Whereas back then we did not have the biomechanical data that we do now. We are more informed. His mechanics are better. There's just less risk from that, if you guys get what I'm saying. We loved post-game streams last year. Will you guys do them again or some weekly recap? Yeah, we're going to be doing post-game lives for sure. That'll definitely happen instead of doing like post-game episodes because they'll suck. Yeah, it's going to be post-game lives. Like, they would definitely do something like that. If we don't get him, Ty's going to be heckled by Yankee fans. It's another thing. Yeah, he's not going to be able to go to Yankee Stadium. The Giants are out. One more question. Did you watch the video about Yamamoto's pitch data that I sent? What did you think? I saw it. Yes, it's a really fun video by Lance Brodowski. Stuff's good. I like that there is some there is some pushback, you know, like there is absolutely some pushback. There should be some pushback because quite frankly, Yamamoto, you know, he's still an unproven product, right? Like he's still an unproven pitcher and he's going to have to prove himself a little bit. But with that being said, his stuff is really good. Fastball's great. Splitter's great. Sweeper's going to be really good if the Yankees can get him to pitch it more. He's going to be really, really, really damn good. So yeah, that's where I'm at. Moving on a little bit. So we're going to take on these last few questions. Great answer. Thanks, Richard K. I appreciate the $10 donation. You're the man. And again, any questions, of course, I'm here to answer them, guys. I'm here to answer them thoroughly. So, yeah. Do you think the Yamamoto is just telling teams one by one they're out, or is he approaching a signing soon? I think he's approaching a signing soon. Lineup of Dominguez, Judge, Soto, Stanton, Rice, Rizzo, Jones, Glaber, DJ, Volpe, Wells. They're going to have a lot of left-handed hitters to go to, and that's kind of a big thing that they haven't had in a really long time. You know, they haven't had really good left-handed hitting in a while. So, yeah. Does Ian Hamilton have closer level trade value? Probably not. So, there's that. Done? Definitely not done. Hi. Hello. Probably wrapping up soon. Sources. Andy Martino. Negotiations intensified Thursday night. Dodgers and Yankees in strong position. The Yankees and Dodgers are in a strong position to sign the coveted free agent pitcher. Mets are just the Mets kind of seem out of it. Mets kind of just seem out of I know they said they're not out of it, but they just seem like they're falling behind here. They look like they're falling behind. So yeah. It's on Yes. It's on Yes. It's at 9:00. Yes Network, not LB Network. Keep up the good work, FSY. Peace. I appreciate you, J Luck. You're my guy. What time is Hot Stove 9? I think Martino's giving us more stuff than we've heard, more of the stuff we've heard already. No, I think his thing for me has been it makes it seem like the Mets are out of this thing. The Mets are out of this bitch. You know, like this, the Mets are out of this shit. So yeah, the Mets are out of this. So yeah. Yeah. It feels like they're out of this. So yeah, it's not looking good. This does not look good for the Mets. So, you know, yeah. With that being said, this is where we're gonna end things. So I appreciate you guys stopping by. You guys are the best. You know, I really appreciate where we're at. I really appreciate where you guys have been able to give us in terms of support. And you know, I'm hoping that we see something big soon, and hopefully that big report comes out in the next X amount of minutes. But yeah, with that being said, thank you guys so much. I'm going to answer this one last question. What do you think about Verdugo in our lineup? He'll be a solid player, good contact, solid OBP. He'll be fine. Fire 18 jerseys, folks. Fuck it. Drew Thorpe, yeah. And I saw that thing about that it'll conclude Friday. We'll see. But buy 18 jerseys, folks. He's a New York Yankee. Fuck it. That's what we're going to say. Let's go, baby. Let's go, Yankees. Let's go, Yankees. Yamamoto's going to be a Yankee. That's all I'm going to say. Bye. Have a good night and peace out. Have a good night, everybody. And maybe we'll be back. Maybe we'll be back. We'll see. We might be back later. We'll see.